so excited to be here and help you guys learn about this WebCenter package that we have to offer. The cool part is they didn't give me a time limit like everyone else and Greg and myself. So this is so great. No, we will take you the same amount of time. But here's the sequence of events that happens, all right? Let me ask you a question. We've spent the majority of the morning teaching you how to set an appointment. So can everyone in this audience set an appointment? Yes.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Because it's about developing relationships, correct?
Yes.
Because how many years have we been in business?
30.
How many employees do we have?
100.
How many sites have we sold?
1,000.
So you know this, right?
Yes.
So that's all you need to do. So I'm going to walk you through the sequence of events of how this goes about, because you're probably like, what do I do in this part besides setting the appointment, right? Greg also eloquently walked you through on how to set the appointment. That was a really easy process, wasn't it?
Yes.
Just go to the sign up wizard, set the appointment, because you need a site to be set up with it. Now, here's what happens. After you set the appointment, this is the sequence of events. About 5 minutes before your appointment, the product specialists are going to give you that call. And they're going to find, and they're going to run down like, are you set? Are you ready to go? Does that make sense, Ryan? You will get the call first as the WebCenter owner. Then they'll proceed to do the two-way, the three-way, the four-way with all the individual people on step number 2 or 3 when you added the attendee. You follow? And finally, the business owner will be last. At the same time, this is a great opportunity that just in case they're running late, they might not have had a chance to read the notes. Okay, so you want to make sure that happens. Now, here's the cool part, because we're always learning. The great news is you don't need to worry, you don't need to panic anymore, because about 5 minutes out, if they're running late behind a call, one of their admins will call you as the WebCenter owner to let you know, so you can tell your business owner that they're running a little late. That's pretty neat, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So all that's taken care of for you. Now, during the calls, here's what's going to happen. If you're on site, you want to be that puppy dog in the window that with a springboard, like you nod and smile. That's what you want to do if you're on site. Is just zip your lip, smile, and just nod your head, and let them do all the work for you. If you're on the phone, you might as well put it on mute and just smile and do everything, because they're doing everything as well. Does that make sense to everybody? Yes. Now, what will happen throughout the entire calls? They will set your business owner through how to make changes on the site, answer all the objections along the way. And what they'll do is they'll keep close, all the way through. Is that a good thing?
Yes.
Now, afterwards, they're going to do something even better for you. When they're done closing all the way through and answering the objections, they're going to ask for the money. And they're going to process the credit card or the check for you. That's pretty cool, isn't it? The closing ratio for them is 47.8% on the first call. But if they need to do a follow-up, it skyrockets to over 70%. Now, if anybody's in sales, that's an incredible number, isn't it? Now, here's the best part. They will do this appointment for you whether or not you're on the call or not. So you can leverage your time. You follow me on that one? Yeah. And here's the best part. If they don't close on the first call, they will do the number one thing that we do the worst of, which is what? They follow up for you. Why? Because they get paid a base plus the number of sites that close for you. We know that you want top dollar and the most amount of sites closed, but they get a base plus the number of sites that close. So they're going to follow up with or without you, because they can't depend on you. Does that make sense? They want to be on that call, because they will do it for you. Where else can you get an entire solution that you set the price point for anywhere from $300 to $1,000 and have an entire website team at your beck and call for only $45 a month? How many people can say, I have an entire team of how many people? Hundreds of people working for me for $45 a month. Employees, it's not thousands, it's hundreds. Follow me on that? By the way, during the call, if you're on the web, okay, on the internet, if you need to, this is important, okay, you can do a private messenger if you're on a GoToMeeting. Notice how it says private, do not hit reply all. Because if your customer's on the GoToMeeting as well, this is like Big Brother looking around. If you hit reply all and you're trying to send a message to the product specialist, they will see it too. So you just want to conversely, all right? Now, at the same time, one of the options is really simple. We actually have a design center team. See, they bridge the gap of, it used to be if you set the appointment, because how many people here want to do work on the site? Nobody, right? Because you want to set the appointment. Because we're teaching you how to be the professional appointment setter. That's what this class is all about, right? The widget happens to be websites. So what we have is a design center team that bridged the gap that your customers in the past said, you know what, this is great, Sue, that, I can do the changes on my own, but I don't have the time, so I need you to make the change. Therein lies the challenge, because you would have been dead in the water, you would have lost the sale, because you don't want to do the work. But they have an entire design center team that does the work for you. So now you can be confident that, you know what, I have an entire team working with me. Well, we can accommodate any of your needs along the way. We have different design center packages. Here's what you need to know about this. Don't worry about the numbers. It's about to change in the next couple weeks and a couple months. Because they're coming out with more and more WebCenter packages, design center packages. It's really cool. There's more stuff in the design center package, but here's the best part. It's the newest news. I only found out this is what happens when you don't go to a breakout. They're adding BB to design center packages. And to the internet marketing packages that have the SEO attached to it, they're making it more robust. They're adding more different packages along the way, and they're putting BB on that as well. Some of you aren't clapping because you don't understand. We didn't have that before. We have more responsive, as you heard, the adaptive designs. For the customer, they're also coming out with adaptive or responsive layouts for the customer to pick out as well. Because if you've done anything on blogs and WordPress, you can buy all those themes out there. The WebCenter is going through extraordinary lengths to create a lot of different themes for the business owner to pick up. And they can pick it up by purchasing just for an extra small little cost. Follow me on that? So anyhow, these are the different design center packages that are available. If you notice, I'm going to point out right now, currently, the silver package is 5 pages. Okay? And it's $549. The gold package is $649. So for only an extra $100, they get double the amount. So please write this down. The platinum design is this. The platinum, by definition, for language is really simple. For customers who want e-commerce or have a shopping cart and want to sell products, if you know your customer wants to sell products online, please write these two numbers down right now. Set the price point at $1,899 with a gold package, which includes a gold package. If your customer just wants a website without any products.
Can you repeat that?
$1,899 with a gold package. If they don't want e-commerce. If they want e-commerce, which is the ability to sell stuff online, set your price point initially to $24.99 with a Platinum Plus package. Okay? Which means they're going to, right here, if you look at it, they're going to be given the product catalog items that they're going to set up for the customer as well, and they're going to do 10 pages and take care of all their e-commerce initially. You follow me on that? Those are your 2 price points. Listen, I need to share something with you. It's easier to start at a high, look, the sites sell day in, day out between $1,000 and $1,500. Are you okay if you set it at $18.99 with a gold package and they said yes, you'd be okay with that?
Yes.
It's always easier to start high and they'll work down. By the way, you're saying, well, what else do I do with the numbers? That's all you need to do. Because during the website walkthrough, the business owners on conversing with a product specialist, they will make all the price adjustments accordingly if you messed up. So if during the call they're talking about it, did you ever consider having a gift certificate online? That's e-commerce, that's selling stuff online. The customer goes, yeah, and you're like, oh my God, I only charged $18.99. Worry not, fret not. They will make the price adjustment to $24.99 during the call. They will take care of all of that for you. All you have to do is set the appointment. They do everything else. They do a la carte stuff. They do logo design. They're doing custom programming. Anything you can possibly widely imagine. And this is going to grow on the slides for future WebCenter trainings, just to share with you. Okay? All the packages, though, at the point of sale, remember they're going to close the deal and get the money for you, will be purchased up front. So any custom work that needs to be done is going to be picked up and charged up front. Okay? And paid for up front. Or they can buy the packages later. So if they decide to buy the WebCenter solution without any design center packages because they just want to take it for what it is, because it's already 80% done for the customer, pretty much all our layouts, It's about 80% done. They just have to swap out some pictures, put in their content. So the idea is really simple. If the customer turns around and goes, you know what, I thought I was going to do it. I thought I had somebody on staff that was going to talk to the product spec, to the technical support, but I changed my mind. I need you to do it. They can add it on later. That's pretty cool, right? And remember, you're going to get BV for it. Now, I know it's really cool. Remember, there's no markup, so any design center packages, you don't earn any retail profit. But just to give you an idea of how much you're earning, it's really simple. If a website sale was for $14.99, what's going to happen is they take the wholesale costs out, which is roughly $250. Plus, they take the credit card fees out as well. Follow me on that one? So when you're done, this is without a design center package, you're left with a profit of over $1,200, okay? Now, if the same website was $24.99 and it actually had a gold package attached to it, you still need to take out the wholesale costs. Remember, this is at point of purchase. There's no money out of your pocket. So at the point of purchase, $250 comes out at the wholesale cost, plus the design center package, which is $649 for the gold package, as well as the credit card fees for the cost of the website. Your profit margin is still over $1,500. That's a good number, isn't it?
Yeah.
By the way, it only took you like 15, 20 minutes to set up the appointment and then go through the sign wizard. Is $1,500 a good hour for you? Yes? The hourly rate to be a millionaire is $524 an hour. This is a really good number for a good hour. Now, what happens at this point? After the site is sold, if they don't buy a design center package, they own the package outright and start making changes on their own. Does everyone understand that? If they bought a design center package, what happens is in a few hours, in a few days, they will be assigned a project manager. They're going to be given an email directly to, say, well, who's the contact point for this design center package? Because now your customer needs to start filling out things. All right, so that the design center team can do something with it and start the design process. Follow me on that? So basically at that point, all you need to do is be the liaison just to coax them along. Because the average time and turnaround time to do a website is anywhere from 6 to 12 weeks. The majority of the time is spent because the customer's lazy and didn't get around to giving them the content. I wouldn't say lazy, they're just so busy, they don't have a chance to provide the content for your customer, or the product specialist or for the design center team. Someone understand that? So your goal as a web center owner is really simple. You want to be able to just make sure and touch base with them, make sure that they're filling out all the information that they need along the way. Okay? Now the design center, because of that, they've closed out at least 20% more websites for you because of the fact they've bridged that gap and they can finish the sites for your customers. It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, how do you get paid? You're like, well, when do I get paid? Well, it's really simple. If they take credit cards online, what will happen is really simple. Roughly about 2 to 3 weeks after the site is purchased, then you'll get paid. It's pretty cool, right? Now, if they decide to finance it, as Greg was mentioning to you earlier, and they have a finance plan, because we have a 90-day finance-free plan, they have to put down at least $299 for the site to cover the base, plus the design center package. Remember I said any customer has to be included. And then from there, they take the balance and divide by 4 and put it in 4 equal payments. Do you see that? So it's really simple. If you look at this for $14.99, this is with no design center package. They put a down payment of $500, and it's really simple. $500 is put down, and now the balance gets split up to $333. So if you see what's going on, it's over 90 days. So as they get paid, you get paid. As they get paid, you get paid. Got that? Okay. Now, there's also a credit card authorization form. Has anyone ever gone to a restaurant, you bought something, you signed a receipt? Likewise with here, we get an authorization form that gets printed out, and then we want to make sure that the customer authorizes the fact that they purchased this website to prevent chargebacks, okay? At the same time, we also have, oops, you want to fill this out as you can see, and have that on file, and then email it or fax it over to MA Web Centers. Matter of fact, we actually have the cards for you before you leave, and we'll distribute that gives you all the contact information that you need in case you didn't pick it up at the breakouts. Okay, for MA Web Centers. You'll have the sales support team, the technical support, your web help, 1-866 web help that you have access to. Is that good for you?
Yeah.
Awesome. So remember not to leave without taking one of those with you. Now, if the customer pays by e-check, it's really simple. Because of non-sufficient funds in bank accounts, it's going to take an extra week. Right? It's that simple on how you get paid. They have a different authorization form because of the bank draft. That's easy enough. And it's all in your back office. Does everyone understand that? For the BV, it's really simple. On a credit card purchase, you get the BV that day. So if it was a Friday night and before midnight, it's really simple. As soon as they go to purchase, the BV will credit that night. Does that make sense, everybody? If they pay by e-check, it takes 8 to 10 days later. So if you're counting on the BV for that Friday, it isn't going to happen. It's going to happen probably a week and a half later. So make sure the BV will count in that week. Does everyone understand that? Okay, fabulous. So anyhow, do you like the website solution? Yeah. Absolutely amazing.